watching Numbskull News, and today, we're going to talk about Clemson. They have joined the fray. They are now filed their lawsuit, as everybody assumed they would. And I'm sure by the time you watch this video, everyone's heard this shit. The thing is, when news like that drops, a ton of people online are just dropping videos or going live. I'm at work. All right, some people got to have a job. All right, so I didn't get the chance to go live or to make a video before now. So there you go. I got a job. So I can't do it. However, I can throw my 2 cents in. And what it looks like to me, it's like, one person's going. It seems to me that Florida State and Clemson are working together. One's going high, one's going low. Florida State, what are they attacking? They're attacking that big grandiose 500 whatever million dollars to get out of the ACC. That's the main point, and there's been several lawyers that come on different people's channels, get interviewed about this situation, and they all kind of target that as FSU's best argument. And as far as Clemson goes, they're targeting a couple different things, all right? So the first thing, and I think the most important thing, is they're targeting the grant of rights extending to 2036, even without a TV deal. So that's actually something I've gotten wrong in the past. I just assumed that if your media rights deal goes away in 2027, then so does your grant of rights. But apparently, the ACC's grant of rights works a little different. It actually is till 2036. It stays that way. And Clemson is fighting that, saying, no. It's going to be up in 2027. So that's what they're hitting. They're also hitting the just the plain Jane exit fee of like whatever it is, $150 million. That's exuberant and it's unactionable by law or whatever. I don't know how far they'll get on that. I don't. I think at the end of everything, what it's going to look like, it's going to look kind of like Texas and OU leaving the Big 12 a year early. I think ESPN's not going to renew this thing. All right, come February 1st of 2025, they're not going to agree to extend to 2036. So it's going to be over in 2027. And then you have FSU and Clemson, and they will work out a deal to get out early. I believe when everything's said and done, they'll be in the I think both of them are going to the SEC, but, let's don't have that argument right now. Whether it's the SEC or the Big Ten, they're gone in 2026. That's the way it looks to me. That's the way I'm throwing it out there. And now everyone's waiting for UNC to see if they file suit as well. I don't know that they will. I believe Florida State, they know where they're going. I think they've already they got a landing spot secured. So does Clemson. So all this talk about Clemson, oh, well, they're going to get left behind. They're going to get left out. Well, no one's saying that now. And it's like I've been saying. They have too much value to go to the Big 12 or to be stuck in the ACC. There's just too much value there. They get too good of ratings. They put together too good of teams. They recruit too damn well. I'm sorry. They're headed to one of the big two. That's what's happening. They're not going to get left behind. As a matter of fact, they're going to be one of the first ones to be picked up and one of the only teams to get picked up. It's not going to be a whole lot going to the SEC and the Big Ten. Another interesting little sidebar is Miami voting for the lawsuit. All right. I kind of equate this to Arizona State, Utah, all this talk and, the president of Arizona State, kind of running his mouth when he should have been shutting the hell up because they wanted to stay in the pack and then circumstances were he got to go. And that may be the thing with Miami, because apparently there's a split between the athletic department and the presidents, or the president who voted for the lawsuit. Uh, in the end, though, as it was with Colorado, as it was with Arizona State and Utah, the athletic department wins out, because we're talking about athletics here. We're not talking about education. We're not. This is about big money. That kind of big money, you shut your mouth and you do what you need to do to get there and get that money. And talking about getting there, one last thing in this video I want to cover. Ross Dillinger. Okay, so he came out with an article today about the Clemson deal and broke that down. Great job. I got no issue. Until he starts to speculate towards the end of that article. And yes, the big media people, they speculate too. They love to speculate as much as any jackass on YouTube like me. All right. Now, he's got sources. And I'm sure one of the sources told him, oh, that could happen. Because Ross Dillinger asked him the question, hey, is this a possibility? What is that source? Well, sure, sure. FSU and Clemson can get out of the ACC, then reconstruct the ACC in their vision, having it be just 8 to 10 teams with, taking the best brands out of the ACC and having a tighter kind of a conference. And the reason I say that's BS, and it's BS that he could say, look, a source got it wrong. He told me it could happen. But the crazy thing is he's saying, oh, that's the most likely thing to happen. And the reason I say it's BS, because, look, all you got to do is think about things logically. And you could smell out some good BS. And that's exactly what that is. Bullshit is what that is. Because why is Florida State and Clemson trying to get out of the ACC just to reform the ACC, not knowing what kind of media rights deal you can get for 8-10 teams of ACC with FSU and Clemson at the core? What does your media rights look like? And if you are the ACC and you can retain your autonomous status, and I'm sure you would with Florida State and Clemson, however, you're still making how much less from your CFP payouts? You see where I'm getting at? You're getting out of the conference to join another conference to give you the big money that you so desperately want. You want to be right there with your peers because your blue blood status is on the line. Everyone wants to talk about court cases, house case, and all this kind of thing. And yes, that is a reason why this consolidation is going on. But also, beyond that, there's a lot of money at the end of that rainbow. A lot of prestige to be involved in this thing. And FSU and Clemson feel like they deserve to be in it. And I think a couple of those big conferences say, yeah, they're like the last two that deserve to be in it. They enjoy being blue bloods. It means recruiting, it means viewership, it means money. And ultimately, that's what all of this shit is about. So you can sit on your mountaintop, smoking your cigar, looking down on the world because you're a blue blood. You don't underestimate what that kind of prestige feels like. You're in the club. You're in Malibu. What is Malibu? Malibu is a small community. Not just anybody can live there. Most people are priced out of this shit. It's a little... You got little communities and they're gated communities, and you got celebrities worth hundreds of millions of dollars walking down the street like normal people. Why do they spend such extravagant amounts of money in this location? It's so they can walk around like a normal person. Oh, hi, Mr. Ted Danson. Oh, hey, what's up, 50 Cent or whomever? It's not a big deal because everyone's on the same level, right? That's what they want. They want to be part of a conference where they can look at their neighbors, and their neighbors are blue bloods too, and everyone can just form a circle and start jerking away. That's what they want. Yes, they help each other with the certain lawsuits and things of that nature, but a lot of that is the gated community 1%. We want to be in the club. Florida State and Clemson, that's what it's about. It's not about reforming the ACC with a lot of people that they feel that they are superior to. Okay? They want to get into the gated community. They're tired of being in the trailer park. That's what it is, right? That's what it is. So that's what they're going to do. There's not going to be any of this Ross Dillinger reforming the ACC around that. That's just dumb. That's dumb. There's no reason to go through all of this crap if you're just going to reform the ACC. There's no bucket of money at the end of that rainbow. It's a bucket of what could have been. You're still way behind the SEC and the Big Ten. Your circumstances don't change, so why do it? You don't. The thing is, people like Ross Dillinger, all right, all these big media types, the Pete Thamels of the world, all these people, they hate realignment. Deep down in their core, they don't like it. They wish for nothing more than to have those 5 beautiful power conferences, having a handful of blue bloods in each one, ruling over their roost. And everybody else just kissing their ass. Oklahoma State kissing the ass of Texas. Mississippi State kissing the ass of Alabama. Whoever. Utah having to kiss the ass of USC. That's what they want. Well, that's not what I want. I want my conference completely void of all blue bloods. Because I'm tired of their shit. Maybe this is a truck stop. Maybe it is a mobile home park. I don't give a damn. It's fun. We're having a good time. We don't need these jack-offs screwing up what we got going on. Nothing against FSU fans. Nothing against Clemson fans. Or fans of any of these schools. Any of the Blue Bloods. Go and have your good old circle jerk. That's fine. I got nothing against you. Go get your money. Go get your prestige. Go get all that. I want what the Big 12 has to offer, and that's parity, damn it. That's football. That's real football. See, this is why I've never liked college football that much, because it's only fun. It's only really fun if you're Ohio State, if you're Alabama, if you're Texas, if you're USC, if you're one of those. Trust me, I know. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. My fandom is part of the 1% in the NFL. No doubt about it. But even in the NFL, the Bengals can get to the Super Bowl. The Lions can have a barn burner year. Any Jacksonville has won 13 games before. I mean, there's nobody's out of it in the NFL. But you can't say that about college football. It's always been the haves and the have-nots. And in the Big 12, at least in one league, you got parity. Everyone's got a shot. And when you get to the CFP, you're going to be an underdog. But damn it, it's football. It's one game for your life. And anything can happen in one game. And anybody can go on a run. Anybody can go on a freaking run. That's what I love about it. That's what I love about what we got here in the Big 12. But in closing, of course, Florida State and Clemson working together, they're going to get out of that bitch. And they won't, by the time it's all said and done, the ACC is going to look like just like the Pac. And you're going to have people, we can, we'll be able to coalesce. We'll be able to reform. We'll just throw in a couple of Tulanes of the world. Doesn't work that way. Where's the media deal coming from? We kept asking those questions of the Pac-12. Remember? Kept asking. Well, without USC, without Southern California, what are you? Well, without Florida State, without Clemson, what is the ACC? Still not a bad basketball conference, but in terms of football, there's a couple of nice teams in there. Louisville's looking good. Miami, they can get a coach that has his head out of his ass. Maybe they can do something. But Georgia Tech can jump up there and get you once in a while, but I mean, once in a century, Virginia Tech's going to have a great 10-year run and then disappear. But outside of that, what are you? You're a glorified G5. That's what the ACC is. Even with UNC, even with Miami, without Florida State, without Clemson, you're nothing. And you watch just how fast ESPN drops you like it's hot. Gets the hell out of there. Because the value's gone. The value's gone. It's not in UNC. The value's in football. That's what they're looking for. Football. And it's just not there without the two big dogs. However, there's some value. There's opportunity for a lot of these schools in the Big 12. They'll help the Big 12, and the Big 12 will help them into the future. For a lot of you guys, you better get your heads wrapped around that the Big 12 is a fun conference, an exciting conference, and you're going to be lucky to have that spot. Come 2027, don't pinch your nose. Don't do any of that. Just like the Pac-12 teams, just put that old Big 12 patch on your chest, pump it up, and walk forward to your destiny, which is with us. Anyway, that's all I got on this crap. And I'll be back with some more crap later. Bye.